Welcome everyone to this week's volunteer weekly call. In this call, we discuss usually what our usual where we are, where we want to be, immediate task and things that needs to be discussed, action items and open discussion topics. This call is under COC, PyCon India Code of Conduct, which is if you want to read the entire thing, it's available on the website. But just be mindful of each other, use proper languages, and be respectful. All right. I've shared the link of the doc here. So anybody who has not written their name on the thing, please add your name. I have not shared that. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, who is joining this call for the very first time? Is there someone here who is completely new? Feel free to jump in, unmute yourself, or just raise your hand. Okay, I guess not. So everybody is aware of the proceedings. Okay, let's go on with the action items. Announce sponsorship. Yeah, so we announced the sponsorship prospectus on Friday. So I guess this is done. Updates. We received 74 proposals so far, 60 talks, and 14 workshops. Which is, I think we are shaping up 27 proposals this week. Good, that's very good. But I think we have not yet started on promoting it in colleges and institutions, right? Oh, is my voice breaking?
Yeah, it's breaking.
Okay.
I can hear fine.
Okay, you can hear fine. All right. So sometimes it's breaking, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Dr. Murray, go on.
Yes, Anirudh, we will promote it to the institutions this week. We will go ahead with it.
Okay, great. So we have like 3 weeks, I think, remaining for the CFP to close. Um, Worst case scenario, we'll just extend it by maybe another week or so. But yeah, we would like to close it as soon as possible and then get started with review, mentorship, all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts on this particular topic from anyone?
I feel that one more reminder may be sent through some social media this week or next week beginning.
Yes, please create an issue about it on the GitHub, the task repo, and like
Okay.
add on where all you would want it to post. Like, do you want it to
Okay.
post on Twitter, on and various platforms, and so on, right?
Okay. Okay.
I think we have still not done. Yes, is the social media team here? They can probably brief on things if there is some plans. I guess not. Yes, the social media teams needs to be more active.
Yeah, I am there. Uh, yeah.
Hey, yeah, please go on. So, did you have any plans for social media announcements for CFP this week?
Reminder will be there. At the same time, um, today I sent connection requests to the popular communities, which we noted down. Those are around 15. So some of them Koti picked, some of them I picked. I sent. So two people so far accepted connection request. I initiated the conversation. That way we are going. Okay. Other than that CFP reminder, yeah, I will discuss with Akash and we'll plan that also.
Got it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
yeah, Stellar CFP, that one also I think Ria is working on it, so Akashnil is going to uh, check with it and whether it's looking good, then we'll do that also.
Sorry, which one?
Like how to create a stellar CFP, that one, right? Okay, so we wanted to uh, encourage people to create CFPs and all, right? On that line, we wanted to create a post, put
All
it.
right,
So
that
yeah,
is going this week.
no. Akashnil, I think is going to check because Ria didn't join last call, so they message. So I think Akashnil will have a better idea. For now, yeah, yeah. For now, they are discussing that. Okay, it will go this week or next week. I don't know. I need to check with Akashnil and get back to you.
Understood.
Maybe. Yeah, sorry, Anirudh. So, Praveen sir, like you said, like you'll be putting some content for this context, right? So you said like you're writing some blog on this, like how to write a stellar CFP.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be sharing. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be sharing two blog posts tomorrow with the content team, and let's try to push them this week itself in next 3 4 days.
Okay, thank you.
Ideas I have created on a sheet for social media team. I'll share that also with you right away after this meeting. Yeah.
All right, great. Any other thoughts on this topic? I think Shine is mentioning social media team needs to be more active. Completely agree to that. Um,
uh, Calls where people can come down and ask questions on how to make the CFP better.
yeah, I think we did that a couple of years ago. Not sure if we did last year, but yes, that will be really really good. Um, I think is Bhavin or somebody from the mentorship team here or CFP team. I think you can do that. So basically, we can set up, let's say, a date or something and a Jitsi call like this, and we will announce that if you have any questions about your CFP, you can just come and on this call and ask directly, like an officer kind of, right? A PyCon India officer and or community hours. I don't know. We will call it something. Um, or cheese shop. Anyway, uh, so just come here and ask about whatever you have doubts in. There might be very silly doubts as well, due to which they might like be a little bit. They might be holding back on submitting the entire thing. So that might help clarify things. San, is that what you wanted to?
Right, right. Yeah.
Yes, CFP mentorship. But this will be more like open to everyone. Like you don't need to give very specific things, like go through the entire presentation and everything, but just in general guidance, kind of. Okay, so let's plan it. You can choose a date whenever you feel comfortable, and then we can do an announcement around that. Just that don't take too much time because if possible, let's do this by coming week or something, or this week or coming week, because then they will still have like 2 weeks to submit. So I mean, we don't need to make too much preparations of things. I think we are planning too much and not really going forward with actions much. All right, Praveen is saying there's a separate call inviting this weekend or beginning of next week. All right. Okay. Um, all right. Any if there's no other thought, there's nothing on the agenda right now. Oh wait, there should be something on the agenda. Anybody has any agenda to add here? that they would like to discuss? Oh, right. Keynotes, right. That can be one agenda actually. So we have reached out to, I think Vijay has declined. I think Dims has declined, and uh, one more keynote we have reached out to right now. So we are reaching out to more people. More suggestions are welcome. It seems everybody has already made plans or something, or we are utterly unlucky. But yeah, this is kind of this current situation. Um, I think also we need to think of is Farhan here? No. Cyan, do you know about digital badges?
No, there has not been any call. Maybe we should talk with Farhan on that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're even doing it, because I think now is the time to see that or not. Um, okay. I think timeline wise, we should have discussed about Python Express also, but that needs somebody to take that up. I think we are short on people and not sure if we can. So I think we'll leave that topic to Praveen's call when all the Python communities are together and we can discuss in that one. Okay. I think another is sponsorship announcement follow up. Yes. We did float that form for getting sponsorship interest that got us some names and contacts to which we already sent out, but we need more, so we need to do more follow up on that. So maybe one more post one of these days. Abhishek, please create an like a GitHub issue for this. Okay. Any other agenda? Sorry, Abhishek, are you saying something?
Yeah, I was saying if someone is interested from the current call in participating or volunteering for the sponsorship work group, let me know. But I think all of you are already occupied in some other work, so I'll probably reach out to Pratik or I'll look into the volunteer spreadsheet.
You mean you need more volunteers?
Yeah,
So first divide the tasks with the current volunteers. No.
that's happening.
Yeah. Okay. There is also a list that Pratik has already shared with you on interested volunteers who wants to be a part of sponsorship team. But I think first, divide the task in the current volunteers and see if it is managed. Otherwise, this will go on like a cycle. Okay, let's move on. Anything? I think there was one open discussion, but somehow it got deleted. Did somebody delete it or take it back?
No, no, it's the Kalyan gives a message that CFB mentorship context should be writing effective proposals, tips and tricks, etc.
Sorry, didn't catch that. Can you come again?
Ani Kalyan has commented that Python India CFP mentorship context would be writing effective proposals, tips and tricks, etc. With regards to mentorship.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay.
Any other thoughts on the same topic or not? And there is no other topic involved today. Anybody has something off topic or like off doc topic? Yes, Koti.
There are like lot of volunteers onboarded to logistic work group, no, Anirudh. So if I don't see Bebas here, so maybe let's just catch up with the Bebas and schedule one call for that, and identify tasks like if anything to be taken. So just a thought.
Yes, Vivas knows about the list, like new volunteers who has joined, and he'll probably like figuring out the task right now. So let's wait
Okay.
for like this week and see. If not, we can nudge Vivas.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Arvind, please go on.
So a couple of people, pinged me, new volunteers, and I've asked their portfolios and all, so that I can see their work and see like what kind of work I can assign to them. So that is still in talks. So I'll update you folks like once I get more updates.
Okay, but I have a quick suggestion. Maybe like don't go by resume and all that. Maybe you could just ask them
No, no,
directly.
only the design works. Only the design works.
Yeah, so just ask them directly. Like if somebody knows something, then assign them a small task, see how they're doing, and if not, then move on to the next person, or maybe give some suggestions and see if they are improving or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's entirely up to you, of course. That's just my suggestion.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll do that. I'll try that as well. Yeah.
So the expectation of all the volunteers would be like, I'm going to, do whatever I can for this particular team or the task that I'm given, right? And
Yes.
so better to like give some task and see if they can do it or they are interested or enthusiastic about it.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, cool. Kalyan, you had your hand up.
Yeah, yeah. I'm audible.
Yes, go on.
Yeah. So, firstly, if you want to do sorry, the CFP mentorship thing, the first and foremost thing is something that we should make an announcement on social media so that people might aware of there is some workshop or a session happening in terms of CFP in writing effective CFP tips and tricks, whatever the things that we are going to cover. So that is something we should do it this week so that at least if we are planning by next week, so that we might get more people and people to get to know about this session and all. And in terms of session, this is very generic. Europe, I can usually do that. So what they do is it's like very kind of open discussion where people who already have given experience in terms of speaking, talk, or writing effective proposals, all they'll be there in the group of people panel, and we will start asking you the questions, right? For example, how to write a proposal, or how to construct a proposal, how to write an abstract, or what are the things that should be included in the proposal. So all these sort of questions, general questions that will come up during the session.
Yes, agreed. So I think Praveen and Dr. Murli will be or arranging that. Maybe Kalyan, you
Yeah.
can
So
also join
couple
with
of
them.
I can join the the session in terms for helping folks if they have any questions anything on the session part. But firstly, the update should go on social media first, and next is something that we should finalize the date and yeah, firstly we should finalize the date and also post the same in the social media. Then we can work accordingly, and people who are interested to join for the session, they can also come. For example, you can join, Sai and Abhishek. So yeah, I think we have a lot of folks who are already experienced in giving talks and all, right? So they all can share some best practices here. So that's how the sensitization works.
Right. Yeah. So let's like decide this on, let's say, Zulip on async, and maybe propose dates for when to do this, and from there we can backtrack when to do the social media announcements accordingly.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Um, Ashok, please go on.
Uh, Same request like last time on the community partners. Need. I think there are too many unknown variables there. I think someone who have experience in it needed. I would love to work on it, but I need guidance. There is so much confusion there. For now, like okay, made bit of list and trying to reach people, but rest I don't know anything. So
What
yeah,
is the confusion? Let's
there.
go on today. Like if it can be discussed on an open call. If not, we can
Yeah, yeah,
discuss
yeah, yeah.
separately.
So we don't know what is the onboarding process.
For
And see, hello, yeah,
yeah, for onboarding for
and for, for see, first of all, um, I think in last discussion, uh, totally confused. Like, should we reach out to the people? Are you interested in community partner, or we are going to put a post for it? Okay, community partners, people can register. We'll
got it.
create a Google form and we'll give it to you. That's one. Um, Another one, once let's say people are interested, what is the criteria to consider them? And once that is done, after that, okay, onboarding, like people will ask the questions. For that one, you mentioned that okay in the uh, website we'll put somewhere, right? So that one who is going to work on it. And okay, sorry, I'm asked. There is a long list. After that,
No
okay,
problem. Go and ask all
onboarding
the questions.
process, onboarding process, and then okay, what task we are going to have, that we need to, and what posts we need to give it to them, pipeline. So those kind of things, okay, are there.
Great. Okay. So I think I have also created an action item here. So first of all, like I think Abhishek also mentioned both. Yeah, sorry, Abhishek, you wanna go?
Yeah, I just wanted to put one thing. I think last year Koti was involved in this. Just to give you a brief idea about is that you have to do both ways. You have to go and do post also. So basically, you have to make sure that you are announcing it, and in the form, whatever responses you get, of course, you can reach out to them, which will fall later for the criteria. But second is, if you see that there is a potential community partner that would help us in selling more tickets or at least creating awareness around the PyCon India conference, or having an inbound sponsorship request through them. So you can upfront also reach out to them. I mean, at the end, the onboarding, how it would look like is you have a form, put up what their community is about, get their logo and whatnot, because that will go on the social media as well as on the website, right? So onboarding is going to be pretty simple, but have a rule that what they are supposed to do. So it's there, I believe, in the navigator. If not in navigator, last year's doc should be helpful. You don't have to put like a lot of effort in terms of again reproducing that. It is there. So I want to know if someone who has already done this last year, take it from them and follow the same process. The criteria would be mentioned in that. As per my understanding, criteria should be if they are a deaf communities first, right? And again, I'm not a big. It is my personal opinion, not in Web3. Again, you can decide on that. If there is a good tech community around it, you can reach out to them. If they're doing work in Python or in general, also you can reach out to them. Uh, and apart from that, the criteria is make sure they are active. It's not like they are doing partnership just because they want free tickets. Uh, I'm not sure even if we are going to do that or not. So yeah, criteria should be around that. At least they are active. That should be the primary motive, I believe. Again, you can refer to last year down. So if Koti is there, he can help. I think I'm not sure who was there last year too. There was a document. I'm pretty sure about it. There was a whole list of action items
Yeah,
that as
that
community partner you are supposed to do.
the document is there, but that I think design needs to be changed because that is have theme of okay last year kind of thing.
Now that we will port it to Navigator. It's better to have it in Navigator instead of creating every year the same doc. the processes has not changed in last few years. We did outreach partners in 2020 also, 2021 also, and before that also, last year also, right? The process has not changed much. Yes, like Abhishek mentioned, we will put out the form. So maybe create the form, and we should announce that. And in the meantime, also start reaching out to people that you think will be valuable additions. So I have already talked with Force United, by the way, they have accepted. So they will be one of the community partners, for example. What they are getting and what we are getting is also mentioned in that doc from last year. We can just copy paste the same thing in the navigator and put it there. Um, yeah, as far as the criteria, I think
So
it should be like a decent community. It should have less, I think, less parallels to us, but also like should have a Python presence, right? I have no, I am a little bit biased towards Web3, so I would say there is no restrictions for not reaching out to Web3, Abhishek. And for the rest, I think you can take a call based on, like, you can, if you have a confusion, just discuss it on Zulip, there is no hard and fast rules towards it.
so
Yeah, sorry, Abhishek.
who for putting in navigator whom I need to contact? Sorry.
It's an open repository actually, but you can create a issue if you think that that is something that you don't want to do. You can create an issue for it and maybe write down what all things should go on there, and maybe somebody can just update it. Mostly, I think Bhavin is taking care of Navigator, but I also wanted to add some of the things to a Navigator this week or the next week. So we'll be working on that. So anybody can take up that issue then.
Okay. So this is, let's say, on the onboarding side. Once onboarded, then what? Uh, like, okay, one, we need to put posts for it, and what
Yes.
we need to ask to them, and what benefits they are going to get.
It's
Because
all in so that part is in the doc very clearly mentioned. You can just check the same thing.
yeah, I read the doc,
Uh-huh.
right? So I that is like, okay, they will get the exposure, those kind of stuff is there. Not like they will get any benefits. That part I think maybe I didn't understood. Yeah, uh, because last time when we discussed, right? So let's say if we give any coupons, how many coupons we are going to give. That part also last call discussion, it's not finalized.
Okay, so this is from the last year's thing, right? And it's very clear forward, like very few things that we are getting and they are getting, and we are able to like just to set the expectations, right? So yes, we will be announcing on social media. We'll be putting up their thing on our website. Um, right? And from us, there will be basically like discount coupon codes we will give, but how much and what we will decide later. But we can say that we will give something. Um, Acknowledgement, yeah, we will mention them. Their community logo will go on the website. Access to open space, yeah, there will be like there's an open space they can maybe do something in there if they want to basically, and they will be sharing everything about our, let's say, ticket post, CFP post, right? Mostly these two is what we need them for, tickets and CFP. Everything else is more or less sorted. Abhishek, you want to add something?
Okay.
I think he has a question. Let him complete, and after that, I'll.
Okay, Ashok, carry on.
No, no, I said okay. I got it.
Okay, from the
Yeah,
document side, I think, yeah, sorry, Abhishek, go on.
I just wanted to say that from the benefit point of view, if it is not clear, you can again mention it explicitly that if there is an expectation that there are going to be free tickets, so we are not doing that as a part of benefit. But the discount coupon and all, as Anirudh mentioned, we'll mention it later. And if you mean by specifics of that benefit, then if someone asks the question, we can discuss that later as well. If someone says that, hey, what if you want to do tickets or whatnot? So, but the primarily these three things are mentioned, and which is pretty good. You get an access to open space, which means that they can interact and have a mini session in open space with the audience they want to talk. And when I talked about open Web3 part, I did not mean that don't partnership. Again, that was very personally opinionated. Doesn't represent PyCon India team opinion at all. I mean to say that in Web3 communities also you can partnership, but you have to, as Anirudh mentioned, see what is their alignment as well. Uh, it's not have to be just like we are just giving out, but they are not following our instructions and whatnot. And this is applicable to all the communities. I was just talking about in Web3 if it aligns with Python, FOSS, on those lines. Sure, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, COC is very strictly maintained, by the way. So if any community is not following that, we cannot partner with them. So just make sure that those the alignments are there. And yeah, if there is no Python audience there or people who will relate to the conference who will come to the conference, then there is no point of talking to that particular community at all. Like we wouldn't partner with, let's say, for example, uh, actually, I can't think of any community that we can't partner with. There will not be Python. There is something around Python everywhere.
Oh, I mean React. You can talk about that.
React,
Just to
right?
give an
Yeah.
example.
Oh, but there is this PyScript now, which allows you to write Python on web, which uses a form
And
of.
yeah, and many React inspired web frameworks also came in Python
Yeah,
recently.
exactly.
See, I
So
think I think we should not restrict. It's just that if you see that it's going to be fruitful for both the parties, sure, go ahead do that. Aligning whatever we are offering and what they are going to do for us. So it's good enough with that.
yeah,
Again, if you have known in the community that X community is very infamous for their behavior, definitely do not partner with them.
yeah.
Uh, right? So yeah,
It's a
think
very
about that as
yeah,
well.
it's a very case by case basis. I think we don't have a like a checklist kind of thing that you can do really with it, right? But yeah, if you have any confusion anytime, come back to the team and ask about that. I'm confused about if I should go ahead with this, and maybe others can voice their opinions and we can decide.
Got
Um, oh yeah, another thing. Sometimes they have this thing that okay, I will promote PyCon India, but PyCon India has to promote me. So that is I think a strict no. PyCon India is an event; we cannot promote them. Um, if there is another like something else, then we can figure out. But yeah, I don't know. This is I think personally, anybody has opinions around this because I've been asked this like, can PyCon India post about our event? And I said no, we can't. All right. NP.
I mean, if we already have one document about how does the partnership looks like. If there is anything that is required from us, which is outside the docs, we are not going to do it. So, yeah, at the end, it's the same point. So we can't do it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Let's try to get a few. And I think the last years, whoever we reached out, Koti might have connects, especially communities like GDG and all of them. They are pretty good in having a common overlap. Then the Kubernetes community is there, Docker community is there. Um, Rust also has a lot of alignment, by the way, now with binaries and sorry bindings and all. So we can see there is a lot of people we can reach out to. Very good communities out there. Shouldn't be an issue. But let's hurry up before our CFP closes because we need a lot of help in CFP. AWS is very active. Yes. Wasm. Oh yes, Wasm. Absolutely. Now, when we go Wasm side, it also goes a little bit towards PyScript and JS, right?
It's okay. I mean, there are like Wasm Python bindings. I mean, I would definitely like a talk like around Wasm and Python.
Yeah. I wanted to do a talk for wasn't for a long time. Anyway, yeah, we can reach out to these and more. There is also a lot of okay. We can avoid the local Python communities. For example, Bank Pipers, Hyderabad Py, Mumbai Python Pune, Py Delhi. So these are all already part of PyCon India. So we don't need to make them community partners. For example. Okay. Any other thought on this topic? Or actually, don't have any other topic entirely. So this will probably be the last topic. Okay. Yes, sure.
I didn't understand what sign is. And you
What I was
mentioned,
saying is,
uh,
what I was saying is that you are already working with the social media team, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so communicating with various communities will be a tough job. So rather, I would suggest you putting that energy in social.
sorry, still last part I didn't understand.
Yeah, so
Communicating with,
communicating with the groups would be a tough job. I mean, it would devote a lot of time.
yeah, yeah, that's why I think I'm asking for helper, like if anyone who can help. So far, only one person turned up, but after that didn't responded. So yeah, on communication partners, community partners, I need help.
There is a lot of new volunteers also who joined communications work group recently, no?
No, I don't think so. Maybe Akash might have idea.
Just ask in
In
the
the call,
just
no
yeah,
one
just
turned
ask
up.
on Zulip that this is what you are planning on doing, and it will be like a
I did couple of times already.
hmm.
Nobody turned up.
For the meetings.
No, for community partners only. Anyone interested to help me? No one turned up. One guy responded,
Turned up
but
where?
like means nobody said I'm willing to work. Like means I'm ready to volunteer.
You mean from the list of volunteers who are interested?
In the volunteer group only, right? All the volunteers are there. They're in the Zulip. I messaged about it.
He
Okay, I'm
posted,
doing
nobody
this.
I,
replied to it.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
I would suggest that you talk to with Pratik every time, uh, so
Sure.
that we keep on getting new. But what I was saying that community partner is a different genre and social media is a different genre, and we really need to ramp up our social media work. Uh, it's
Yes.
I mean we it's okay, but it's not great. So that's the thing. We really need to ramp up the social media. So I would suggest you focusing the energy on the social media team. We need to find new ways, innovative ways to, because social media is one of the very time-consuming areas. Whoever does it for a year or two. Ryan did it for 2 years. Pradwan also did it for 2 years, I guess, with Ryan. But you really need to find out innovative ways to communicate with people. I mean, CFP is going on. So, how many posts have we sent out for CFP so that people do more posts for CFP? And just not community, you can reach out to various groups, LinkedIn groups, and everything. Are we posting on LinkedIn groups?
I think we are only posting on LinkedIn as a post. Also, I think Sayan, there is like only a show here from the comms work group, so not much point to talking about comms or social media here. We can
No, the
probably
thing is, the reason I'm saying is because as a team, it's a team, right? So everybody, almost who are working, needs to know what they are like working on. So that's the thing.
See,
Uh,
don't take otherwise. Right? I think we discussed about this topic couple of times. Yeah, as Anirudh said, right? I think most of the calls, in these calls, I am the only person there.
hmm.
I think, yeah, not a right person to discuss. If you give me a task, I'll do. Uh, I think I'm not the right person who is strategizing it. So I am a wrong person to,
So that's the
yeah.
thing. I mean, see, what I would say from my experience of like volunteering in PyCon India. So just to give an example, my first volunteer task was to just lead whole inventory at PyCon India, and I had no experience. But it was just to like find ways how I can engage, how I can ask the people, ping people, and be it anywhere. I mean, doing registration and everything. Uh, so
Sain, try to understand. I think, see, this is second time I have experience. I'm not saying
mm,
that. And
mm,
last time I worked in the CFP. You can
mm,
ask Murli, and
mm.
even now also you can. So I am not interested to take the planning
Social
part.
media.
So no, no, not social media. I am okay to work anywhere.
Mm,
Give me the task, I'll do, because I we are volunteers, right? So
yes.
I don't want to take any leadership kind of or else, senior position kind of uh, anywhere. So that's why I'm not picking. And yeah, I'm
It's
can
not
like
about
Yeah.
it's not about taking a leadership role. It's more about finding innovative ways and
that we already
implementing
doing,
it.
sir. And I proposed couple of ideas. I think Akash Nil is working on it. And see, at least in my experience, okay, I might be totally wrong. I have 16 years of experience. What I saw is, if team member gets hyped up, and he or she started doing the work which lead is going to do, it will
Mm.
turn up pretty bad,
Mm.
pretty bad. I did that in my career a couple of times, and it turned out very ugly. Maybe PyCon is not like that. I'm not sure, but I
No, but
don't.
I yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think even if you
I
push me,
understand.
I
I
can't do it.
understand. I mean, I understand what you're coming from. So, uh, in that scenario, I mean, as we are all on at the same level, the only thing here I think is the work group person is just answerable
I
to what is
am
happening.
I am being answerable. I
No,
think,
not
okay,
you. I mean, I think
never in this whole call I never backed up. This is not the first time I'm hearing the, okay, social media team needs to be this, social media team needs to be that. I heard this at least four calls. Okay,
yeah,
I never
because
said it's not my problem. I never
Just
said
to
this. I said ki this is not the right place to discuss. You guys can join comms call, right?
Yeah,
There
just
you
to
guys can
interject.
discuss.
Just to interject,
Yeah.
sign. Maybe this is because nobody is there right now from the social media. There's no point of us talking about what from the planning side or something.
mm, no, but the thing is, see, one thing I would like to mention is it's not maybe about planning. It's more about giving the feedback that we need to post areas where we could put more effort, put more. So what I mentioned was to Ashok was rather than picking because handling various community groups in general is a huge task because you have to follow with them. You have to check that if they are posting or not everything, posting every single thing or not because there would be people who would just sign up
So
and
and
then
there was no one is there to do pick the community partners stuff. So I told I will pick.
Right,
Right.
right.
In this call only people asked, is there anyone? I picked it, and whatever I can do, I am doing, and I need help. This is second or third time I am asking for it. As you said, yes, this is a big task, and I'm repeating the same thing. I need volunteers, and at the same time, previously also said, right, I am okay to, like, for example, I took the calendar event, um, like on the PyCon calendar event, right? So that needs to be done. Whatever way I can do, I did that. Right? Likewise, I picked it. Why? Because nobody is there. For that also, picked it. Nobody is there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sure. I think
Yeah, yeah, it's
I think we are just circling around the same topic. I
yeah,
think
We are kind
what
of.
Sayan is mentioning is very different from where you're coming from.
So
So
I'm not saying that I'm not. So I'll just conclude here. So I'm not saying you. So the reason I'm saying you, Ashok, is given you are the job that you're doing in social media, I would like you to continue doing the job there, or maybe find a way where you can start engaging and find some people to replace you. Because see, at the end
I
of the day, I
understand. I
don't.
think I'm saying the same thing. Tell me who is going to do. No one is there. That's why I picked it up. Tell
Hmm.
me who is going to do. I would love to give that to them.
all right. So
Okay, cool.
the
Tell
problem
me
that
the
we have
person.
right now is that we don't have volunteers to support you, right?
Forget about that, Anuradha. Now I will say who is going to take up the lead. Community partners. Tell me whom I need to give that to. Now now the discussion is different
Okay, cool.
level. So I'm asking who is taking the community partners lead,
All right,
who
great.
is willing
So
to work so
so
that I can
we
give
will
it
put
to
this
them.
up and we'll see if somebody comes up. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Navarun.
See, basically, what I hear is that we need someone who can not just be a volunteer, but also agree to shadow Ashok and then eventually take up the role from here, at least for the community partners part. So I think that's some action item that we can work on in the volunteer work group to find someone who is motivated enough to like support Ashok and then eventually take up the community partners
Yes,
so that
yes,
he can hand it off.
yes. Okay, that is
And
an action item.
so yeah, one point there is like I think in this case when a lead and shadow works, the shadow is also supposed to take up lead's responsibilities, albeit in a lower level. Basically, the lead would be accountable and responsible, but the shadow would be responsible for doing the actual work and then eventually take up the role.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. I didn't took it as a lead. I just took it as a volunteer because nobody is there. So I will
Oh
say
no,
no shadow, no shadow. Find the senior person only so that I can shadow him or her. That way I can also learn.
it's probably not going to work that way. But can we?
So
Okay.
Ashok, I would like to say like or not always like we have always there are initiatives where you not sometimes you don't get anyone to lead or there is always sometimes a first time lead. So the thing is you don't. So given you're a volunteer, I would not say that. So my thing is even you're volunteer, I understand you are saying that you want given you are given a task you always complete and I have always seen it like the mailing list post and everything. But what I'm saying is if you are like picking up the community partners, then I would ask you to handle that part and then somewhat I will try to replace your work for the social media team. The thing is that I mean see uh, the reason is that if you do a lot of switching, then there is a possibility of a technical debt and all those things that starts happening. What you have communicated to that person and everything needs to be transferred.
Come on,
So
I
those
think we are
things
going in so many directions. Okay,
not
so
going in. So see, one thing is I just mentioned that.
see, I don't want to pick it, okay? So as I said, no one is there. It is stuck somewhere. I thought I will just do my like until somebody comes, I will do it. That's how I picked it. Okay. And again I'm saying I'm not interested to do two, three things. Okay. I'm interested to only do one thing only. If somebody is there, I would love to give it. As I said, I think if we keep circling around it,
Okay,
nothing is
understood,
going to
Ashok.
happen.
No, understood, Ashok. No problem. I think Surbi has said that she wants to volunteer for this. We will figure out how to go about it and figure out who can take it up. Navarun?
I'm good. I just wanted to conclude the point. So let's discuss this further in the comms working group or an appropriate call
Yes.
rather than like blocking everyone in this call.
Yeah, yeah. I think we'll discuss it in the comms our group call or a separate call for community partners if that call is overloaded. But yeah, um, anybody has any other topic or feedback or questions or anything out of the Kalyan? Acha, no, sorry, you were unmuted.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I just got a thought since I just saw that Cody is going to PyCon here, so maybe he can, meet a couple of folks there, right? Because a lot of big folks come to PyCon here. Maybe he can do some personal dive pitch to some of the familiar faces for asking as a keynote request.
100%,
That
yeah.
is some, yeah, that is something I want to highlight.
Koti, you have any plans?
Yeah.
Uh, I think like I messaged you, no, and Anirudh. So I thought like I thought to reach out Marietta and Lucas, but you mentioned like about keynotes, and they already declined our
Yeah, yeah.
request. Maybe if somebody have like any idea to whom I can get in touch with, maybe I'll have a conversation and update accordingly.
Yeah, yeah, you can check the sheet actually, the Google sheet in which we were doing the listing, right? So in there, it is updated basically who all have rejected and who all are yet to reach out and so on. So if from that context,
Okay, okay,
Yeah, maybe so we can set cross check the sheet and
okay, Kalyan. Thank you. I'll check that. Kalyan.
okay, Abhishek.
So, I wanted to request everyone if you know if your organization is interested in sponsoring or if you have any leads, reach out to us, me, Nabarun, Anirudh, or San. You can, or on the Zulip, you can share it with us, and I'll be happy to take that call forward, even if you get some contacts. So that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks.
Abhishek slow, subtly pitching his thing, but yeah. Okay, any other topic or somebody had something they wanted to say? Okay, one hand is up. Pratik.
Anirudh, did you get a chance to catch up with the contact which I gave you?
No, actually, not yet. I will
So
definitely call tomorrow.
yeah,
Sorry about
so
that.
he shared the codes with me. So if
Okay.
I'll just text you uh, on the
Yeah,
codes
yeah, yeah.
whatever I.
Yeah, perfect,
So
perfect.
he, in a nutshell, he said that he can also do ticket printing and all those things.
Like badge printing, you mean?
As in what, like the tickets or whatever, like yeah, the batch printing, whatever we give
Uh-huh.
with the lanyard, no. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So
that's good.
just get in touch with him once, so he can help you with the codes.
Perfect, perfect. That reminds me, we are yet to. I didn't see any other suggestions on menu or goodies on Zulip. So if you still have suggestions, please feel free to leave it in the logistics work group under goodies. I think there is a topic or something, and if not, created suggestions on menu and goodies. Okay, Arvind. Yes, Arvind.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, like, we have to discuss on the t-shirt design as well. We'll probably set up a call sometime this week, or after we get some heads up from the vendor, or like how we are going to print the t-shirt.
Yes, we need to come up with design. So far we have discussed about, I think, digital print and screen print, two options. I think screen print
Okay.
has a color limit, so they were asking us whether we want to do it in two colors, four colors, and all that. Digital printing, I think, has no such limits and they can do any color. So if we have a really cool design in just one or two colors that we want to do, then we can just use screen print. If we want to do like a full A4 size on the front side, so that is what we are talking with the t-shirt vendors right now, that we want to do a A4 size on the front. Now that is up to us on what type of design we come up with, then we can give it to them.
Okay.
So we have like a couple of
So this
options.
A4 size.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So this A4 size thing is going to be digital printing, right? If in case like we go for it.
Both options are available. If you think that that will be really cool to see or something, I think there can be really cool designs that we can come up with. And yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like we have not, gone with the. I mean, like we haven't done the digital printing yet. I mean, like I don't remember we doing any digital print. Maybe like we can give it a try.
yeah, sure. So even the last year's
Is
But
print,
is
but
Praveen there in
is
this
there?
call?
sorry,
Sorry to interrupt. Is Praveen there is in call? No, right?
Praveen was there. I think he
I think
dropped.
he left.
Yeah, he
Because
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, bad
he got
internet.
some.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
because he had I was wearing the Science Actor t-shirt 2 3 years back. That had a very good print. I was wearing it yesterday and then realized that
Yeah, even last year was one also good, right?
I don't recall the last year one, but yeah, we can ask him once, like what type of print he does, because it was a very good print. I've been wearing it for such long time.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, I'll get in touch with Praveen and
Okay.
ask that. Right now, Kalyan, I'm in touch with the last year's the printing person, Roy. So
Chennai guy. Okay.
the Tripur, right?
Tripur, yeah. It's
Yeah,
near
yeah, yeah.
Chennai only.
Yeah, triple.
Acha,
Yeah.
that's near Chennai only.
Yeah, Chennai, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right,
No, that's near Coimbatore, man. That's far away.
all right. You both
Okay.
It's the
decide.
same metro.
Tamil Nadu, right?
Yeah, it's in the same state.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, in touch with that person right now, and a few more, including I think one from. I think we're getting a lot of suggestions right now. So we're talking with
Yeah,
everyone.
we can also check with the Praveen because the quality of science
Yes,
scientific
we'll
t-shirt
check
was
with
also good.
Praveen also.
Last year one was pretty decent. I mean, the recent one.
Correct,
It
correct.
was
Yeah.
good.
So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, coming back to Arvind's thing, Arvind. So you're free to right now explore whatever creative freedom you have to think of designs from out of whatever box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So probably like we can have a discussion on this next week, right?
Yeah.
Regarding the T-shirt, like
So I think just start with the rest of the volunteers, see what others come up with ideas and something. Um,
yeah.
Probably a separate call on this for t-shirt designs would be better, to not mix it with probably the
Okay.
comms work group call, right?
Yeah, that is the different thing. I mean, like T-shirt design is entirely a
Yeah.
different thing, so we'll have it separately.
Yeah. So schedule
So that
whenever
will be better.
you find time, and maybe interested people can join in there.
Okay, sure. But I mean, like in the meantime, like I'll keep putting the thing on Julep as well,
Yeah. That would
so
be great.
that we'll get yeah, yeah.
Yeah, people can leave ideas
Okay.
also, like if the very very cool, interesting T-shirts that you have gathered from various conferences. Just share ideas in there. That will give like more ideas, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got it. Got your point. Yeah.
Okay. Any other topic somebody has
Yeah,
questions?
fine. I was just thinking if Lucas has already reacted, maybe we can explore Pablo.
Who?
Pablo Galindo.
Can you spell the name?
Also share a link, please.
He's part of a core developer and Python steering council member as well. Let me put the name here. I think
Uh,
it's still a good option.
by the way, just
Uh,
to just to update Kalyan, no,
Yeah.
we can probably not expect any core Python developer to come this year. because the same dates the Python dev sprint is being organized. So all the core devs are going there.
Okay.
That's the reason we got
Yeah, okay.
most
Got it.
of the decline. That's why I
Yeah, I
said that
understand.
Karthik.
Even the same reason was mentioned by Lucas last year also. So even when we tried to reach out them, he was mentioned the same point because he has C Python sprints and all. So that's the reason why he rejected.
Yeah, so same. I think this year also probably.
Again, in case of Marriott also, if Marriott is not turning up, maybe there is also called Sana. You might believe you might aware of Denny Perez, right? Who is also diversity uh, uh, advocate and PSF director as well. Maybe we can check with her on human side. She is almost like similar to Mariata.
Okay, can you add the name in the sheet or
Yeah, I
list
just
somewhere?
dropped. Yeah. I'll try to add it to the sheet.
So right now we have reached out to like in line we have reached out to Jesse Fraz this, and after that I
Okay.
think there is a few people in line. One is Holden Karu, and then there is one more that Ryan suggested.
And if you also want to someone from PyScript and all, this Pablo is also a good option.
Yeah, please,
Pablo.
please add all these names. We need names.
Yeah. I'll.
Thank you. Okay.
I, by the way, reached. Oh, I did. I reached out to COVID. So
Okay.
let's see.
Yeah, if COVID actually then it's good. Otherwise, maybe we should figure out in between Abhilash or Karthikeyan. Maybe we can still drop an email to Karthik and see if he is going, or in case if he's not going, maybe he can come up here. We can still try.
Yeah, we have, I think, one more in line that was suggested by Arvind. And so we will see, like, let's put all these names and one by one, serially, we can start reaching.
Yeah. So based on, I mean, maybe you already know, right, what kind of a category that we want to look at. So I think according to that, maybe we can check it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Any other topic or thought process? We are 9 minutes over time, but we can take maybe one last topic.
I think we should push more on SL. That's it.
Agreed, yes. Okay. Okay, if nothing else, any volunteers for next meeting, chair or co-chair?
Praveen said that he will chair next meeting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Praveen, and anybody wants to be co-chair? Okay, while you think, and feel free to put your name in there. Um, let's end this call for today. Thank you all for joining, and have a good day. See you back on Zulip.
Thank you. Thank you all.
No, take care.